All right. So since we have already seen the delete statement, now we have already seen it. So, hello. Okay. So since we have already seen how to use the delete statement, we are not going to go into this part again. Okay. So it's the same. We need to use the delete from the table name where the condition. So we have already done that, right? Now we will go to the top. Okay. So this is really important, and here you will learn a lot of things. Okay. So you see, when do we use select top clause? Okay. Select top clause is used to specify the number of records to return. Okay. Now, if I go to SQL, so in here you will see that if I write this top function, okay, so I will just take this one, I will copy this one. It will take less time. So what we are doing, we are saying select top, the number or the percent. So what I'm going to do is, in place of number, I'm going to use, let's say, 2. Okay, and the column names that I want is, let's say we have the customer ID, so I'm going to take only one column name from here. Okay, so select top to customer ID. From which table? From the customer data table. So I will put it, and then I don't need the where, so I will just remove the where condition. Okay, and then I will try to run this one. You see there is already one error that is showing in 2, and I will try to run this one. You see it is giving error. Now why is it giving error? Now if I go back to the W3 school, it says that this code can only be used in SQL Server or in MS Access. Okay, and now in our case, we are not really using SQL Server and MS Access, right? We are using the MySQL syntax. So now you know that for different, let's say for different platforms, we need to use different kinds of SQL. Okay, so this one, if I want to use the top, so top basically means if you want to select the top 10, that means the top 10 rows will show up. Okay, so for SQL Server or MS Access, it is different. For MySQL, it is different, and for Oracle also, it is different. So if you are writing this SQL in Oracle, you need to use this one. Okay, but since we are using the MySQL, we this code or this code will not work in this. Okay, so that's why here you see there is an error. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to try this one. So I will just copy this one and I will paste it over here. Okay, and I will try to make you understand what is happening. Okay, so I will delete this one, and in place of this I will just take all. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm taking select all from which table? From our customer data table. So I will just paste the customer data here. So this is our customer data, and where condition, we don't need it right now. So we will skip it for this one, and then limit, let's say I'm selecting 2. Okay. And now let's try to run this one. See, if I run this one, what happens? It is showing the top 2 records, customer 1 and customer 2. So if I make it like top 4, it will show the top 4 records. Let's see. You see it is showing the top 4 records, and if I make it top 1, what will happen is the limit will only be 1 from the top. Okay, so this is how we can use the top function. Now now let's try to use the where as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me first try to write this, read this much part. Select all from the customer data. So this is everything, right? And in the country we have the Mexico. So what I'm going to do is, I will try to do select all from customers limit 1, where country, I'll just copy paste it here, where country is equal to Mexico, right? And this, now I will try to expand what happens. So you see it is showing only 1 for Mexico, and that is a top one. So if you see the all the tables, okay, you can just select this part, select all from customers, and you can write it partially as well. And you see the top one is a 2, and if I try to take this one as well, it will be 3, right? So 2 and 3 will come. If I just make it 2 in place of 1, and if I try to run this one, see 2 and 3 are coming. Okay, so this is how, if you have a really big data set and you don't get all the records, you can do is just get top, let's say 1000 or top 2000. Like, that's it for this video. See you in the next lecture.